Hi, today I'm going to talk about the DS contract. Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about the DS contract, or the Duodenal Switch Contract, which is, I guess it's a poem. It's written by Lisa Lauenberg, and I'm going to read this. I guess it's a poem. It's just kind of I guess maybe a short story, something. I'm not really sure how to define it, but I read this it was one of my Facebook duodenal switch groups that I follow, and I read this contract before I had my surgery, and I think it's important. It's a little bit intense and kind of hard to think about sometimes, but I just think it's, you hear all the great things about this surgery and you hear bad things about the surgery, and I just think this is a wake-up call, and it's something that you need to be aware of before you have surgery or after you have surgery. And I'm really glad that I read this before my surgery, because it kind of, they give you a lot of information at your surgeon's office, and I did a lot of reading and studying and trying to learn about these things before my surgery. But I don't know, this is just a big bite of reality. So I'm just going to read this. It's going to be kind of hard to look down and try to engage with you, but hopefully this will be interesting to you. So this is by Lisa Lauenberg. I'm going to put this in the Dropbox as well so you can read it, but it's the DS contract. Okay, when you sign up for a DS, here's what you are agreeing to, whether you like it or not. You will, number one, know the DS anatomy well enough to explain it to a paramedic or ER tech in an emergency. And I kind of need to work on that one. Number two, educate your family members on what a DS is, so they may do the same. Number three, eat enough protein. This varies by person, but is generally 100 plus grams of protein per day and up. Number four, get blood work done annually. Most of us have, and I'm not sure if this is right, maybe this has changed, but most of us have 15 to 20 vials of blood drawn during an annual lab. Now, when I've had my labs done, I've had 5 or 6 vials of blood, so I'm not sure. Maybe this is an older thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what this says. Sorry. Number 5, know your lab levels. You have a right to your labs, and you should look at them. Don't accept you're fine. And I wholeheartedly agree with this one. Number 6, understand your blood work. What is PTH? Do you want it high or low? What are the 3 causes of anemia? What mineral does not work well with iron? Number 7, understand malabsorption. You are not normal. You never were, and you never will be. You are recovering from morbid obesity, and you will always malabsorb. Understand what that does to everything you take. Antidepressants, birth control, antibiotics, antipsychotics, pain medications, and more. And then number 8, take vitamins every single day of your life. And this is something that you really, really need to understand before you have your surgery. It's not just a temporary. I know other weight loss surgeries might not be quite the same, but with duodenal switch, you have to take vitamins every single day of your life forever. You have to take the right amounts as guided by your labs. You have to take the right kind. And most importantly, you have to take them every day. When you agreed to have your body surgically altered, you gave up the right to be ignorant or stupid or stubborn or frail. You must be your own advocate. You have to do what needs to be done, whether you like it or not. This is the kind of harsh part. The DS does not care if you're not feeling it today. The DS doesn't care that you want to pretend you're normal. The DS doesn't care that you're busy, preoccupied, not feeling well, or rebellious. The DS doesn't care that you don't feel up to it today. The DS doesn't care that you are in crisis, dealing with rejection, surgical complications, the death of a loved one, divorce, loss of job, or addiction. The DS doesn't care that you're broke and can't afford it. That's the cold hard truth. People have died because they have refuse to take ownership of their decision and follow the rules. Remember, you chose this. If you cannot do these simple things, and I don't really think they're simple, but if you can't do these things, you need to have your DS taken down before you die. If you violate the contract, the DS will kill you. So that's pretty real, and that's pretty harsh. And like I said, I'm going to put this in a Dropbox so that you will have it, because I found this on a Duodenal Switch Facebook group. So, but I'm really, really glad that I did. And I have some arguments with some of it. I don't think it needs, you know, I'm a social worker, so I don't really necessarily think it needs to be that blunt and straightforward and harsh. I think you can get the message through without being so kind of brutal about it, but I agree with everything that's said in this, and it is very serious. I take my vitamins very seriously. I take all of it very seriously. My water, my protein, everything. And I've talked a little bit about, you know, my surgeon and the surgical team that I work with doesn't, for example, prefer pre-made shakes or like bars, you know, protein bars, pre-made protein shakes. And it would be so much easier if I would just if I could just ignore that. So, you know, if I worked outside the home or if I had a different type of life, I probably would definitely fall into that. There's some yummy protein bars that I've discovered. There's some pre-made shakes that I don't hate, you know. I have a love-hate relationship with all the shakes, but I still drink them. It's still very, very, very crucial. And I don't play with it. I don't try to make excuses. I don't try to justify not doing these things. I budget. From the very, very beginning, before I even had my surgery, I made sure that I had the budget for protein shakes, made sure I had the budget for all of the vitamins. I don't play with any of it, and it's really critical, and it can be really scary. And I don't want to, if you're pre-surgery and you're watching this video, I don't want to do or say anything that's gonna, you know, make you question your decisions or anything like that. I just find this hard, cold truth about it really important to think about. At least read it and think about it, because this is, you truly are surgically altering your body. And it's the sleeve part cannot be changed. The duodenal switch part of it can be reversed if something is going wrong, but the sleeve part can't be changed. But if you want this surgery, and if you want this to work for you, you really, really have to do what you're supposed to do. And I think, I really worry about, I don't know if it's different surgeons say different things, or if different programs have different requirements, or what exactly. I don't understand why so many people think it's okay to eat less protein, or to eat a different kind of protein, or to, you know, substitute shakes that aren't really approved. Or I don't really understand, and I'm guilty of it as well. Trust me, I'm aware, and I've done what I eat in a day. I've tried the protein bars. I had most recently the ones from Trader Joe's that I really enjoy. And I do occasionally have a pre-made shake, but as much as I would like to, I refuse to depend on those things. It would be so much easier if I didn't have the powder and the, you know, water and cream, and have to mix it every single day with ice. And you know, if I was on the go, it would be messy, and it's kind of a pain. But I have to do it. And same with the vitamins. They're not cheap. And I've kind of done different things. I have some labs coming up. I'll find out next week how they're doing, because I've got some less expensive vitamins I've been taking for the last month. So we'll see if those are going to fly or not. I don't know. Hopefully. But I just hope that if you're going into this life with a duodenal switch, I hope that you really take it seriously, and I hope you really think about it. And I heard somewhere that it's a certain type of personality that does better with the duodenal switch surgery, and I can't remember all of the information about that, but I think it was more people that are more precise and do more research and I don't know, obey rules, maybe that's it. Yeah, that was it. If you're the personality type that will listen to somebody's instructions and follow them, and there's a reason for that. This can get really serious and really bad, and there are stories of people dying from it, and it's not always the person's fault that they didn't follow the instructions or whatever it was, but it does happen. And I want to do everything I possibly can to have a healthy, happy life. That's why I got the surgery in the first place. So anyway, I hope this wasn't a downer. I hope that you took this with everything that I meant it to be. I just really want people to be informed and to think about these things before and after surgery. Really, it's important to know even after surgery. And I saved this post that I got on Facebook a long time ago, probably 9 months ago. I saved this from a Facebook post, and I saved it in my phone, and I read it every once in a while, and I just remembered that I had it, and I thought I would share that with you guys, because I just think it's important, and I just think it's just really good information to have. So I really appreciate you watching this. I hope you understood it. I hope you got something from it, and I hope that you subscribe to my channel. And I post every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday in the morning, and yeah, more to come. Thank you so much for tuning in and for being here, and please subscribe to my channel. Hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.